We will see how Ermes Gasparini can defeat Levan Saginashvili. Ermes Gasparini is one of the best arm wrestlers, possessing many skills in this sport. He can execute a top roll professionally and explosively, and he has incredible side pressure. His side pressure is unbelievably strong, as seen in their previous match, where he nearly put Levan in a losing position. We will analyze their past match round by round to understand how Ermes managed to put Levan in such a difficult spot and how he might defeat him this time. Round 1. In the first round, Ermes Gasparini prepares to launch his explosive top roll, but Levan's top roll is much stronger. Levan completely dominates Ermes' hand and arm, leaving Ermes unable to do anything against his immense power. Levan is in full control this round. The primary reason for Levan's strength is the high level of energy he stores, which makes Ermes appear weaker when facing him at this level of energy. Round 2, Ermes Gasparini tries to gain a good position and attempts to place his wrist in a favorable spot to generate significant pressure on Levan's arm. However, Levan's strength is overwhelming and he remains in control. Levan fully controls Ermes' hand, and Ermes still cannot find a way to counter. He tries to find a gap to unleash his power but fails to fully transfer his strength. However, it seems he finds a way in the third round. The third round starts quickly. In this round, Ermes finds a way to overcome Levan's arm. Both Ermes and Levan commit fouls, and it seems Ermes has found a way to finish Levan. He appears more energetic and stronger. After several attempts, both go into a strap. The match resumes, and this time, Ermes secures a good position, resisting impressively. However, Levan presses with all his strength. At one point, near the edge of the table, it seems Levan cannot pin Ermes, despite Ermes losing his wrist. Ermes continues to press with great force on Levan's arm. Levan remains in a top roll position but cannot rise again to execute his top roll, which is one of his weaknesses. The round is restarted, and this time, Gasparini finds a way to pin or exhaust Levan. The round is restarted for the second time in a strap position. The round begins again, and Levan attempts a big top roll but cannot pin Ermes as he approaches the pad. Once again, a foul is called on Ermes, leading to another restart. The match becomes more exciting with each foul and attempt. It seems Ermes is performing well against the strongest arm wrestler, but he is completely exhausted. A quick and explosive top roll from Levan ends the third round in his favor after 4 fouls from both sides. This rapid energy drain exhausts Levan quickly, as he is not facing an ordinary opponent, but someone nearly at his level who could potentially defeat him. Round 4, Ermes Gasparini tries to recover and regain his strength, but it seems his renewed energy needs time to build. In the fourth round, Levan finishes the round quickly, and it appears Ermes cannot do anything here. Levan breathes a sigh of relief after winning against an opponent who exhausted him greatly. This is the first opponent who has pushed Levan to this extent and drained his energy after a long time of not facing someone of this caliber. Round 5. In this round, it becomes clear to everyone that Levan cannot face Ermes anymore, as he has lost all his energy. Despite this, he makes significant attempts and nearly defeats Ermes Gasparini. However, Ermes' endurance is greater, and Levan loses his energy noticeably. At the start of the 5th round, it is evident that Levan cannot advance further or pin Ermes. He appears very tired, and Ermes applies a new technique, moving backward and then forward multiple times, putting Levan's arm in a precarious position. Levan loses this round, but the referees call a foul, stopping the round. The round begins again, and Levan nearly pins Ermes, but Ermes resists strongly, using shoulder power and side pressure, forcing Levan into a defensive position instead of an offensive one. It seems Ermes could have pinned Levan, but once again, Levan commits an elbow foul, and the referees stop the round for the 3rd time. It seems Levan cannot defeat Ermes Gasparini more than 4 times, and is now in a very awkward position. Levan appears extremely tired and seems unable to continue the match. His enormous weight has put pressure on his heart, and his friends assist him by splashing water on his face. He is in a very bad state. Ermes Gasparini also looks tired but is ready to complete the match. However, Levan does not officially lose but surrenders to exhaustion, resulting in 2 rounds awarded to Ermes Gasparini and 4 rounds to Levan Saginashvili. We see that if Ermes Gasparini improves his wrist strength, he could pose a significant threat to Levan. The new version of Levan Saginashvili seems to have a wrist problem after a heavy training session that led to an injury. We also see in his recent match against Devin that he cannot defeat Devin using a top roll but instead relies on pressure. He might use this strategy again, but this time against Ermes Gasparini. I believe that if Ermes Gasparini improves his endurance, refines his top roll technique, and continues to develop his wrist strength to an advanced level, as we've seen him dominate Vitaly Laletin with ease and almost no resistance, it will undoubtedly make him an unstoppable beast. Levan Saginashvili will face an incredible challenge this time. Many people think Ermes Gasparini has the upper hand this time, or a high chance of winning this match. There are many signs indicating that Ermes is 100% ready to face Levan, and this time he will come in strong. After Ermes Gasparini closed all the gaps in his arm, one of his biggest weaknesses being his wrist, he solved this issue through wrist-specific exercises. We've seen him dominate in multiple matches without any real competition, such as when he easily defeated Vitaly without losing his wrist at all. Levan will face a tough reality when he confronts this monster. This match will undoubtedly be one of the most exciting matches of 2025. If we look at the 3rd and 5th rounds of their previous match, Ermes was very close to defeating Levan. In fact, he did defeat him, but the referees intervened and stopped the round. I believe that this time, after improving his wrist strength, side pressure, and top roll technique, all of which are now at a different level compared to their last match, these new developments will give him a greater chance against Levan, who has hardly changed or improved his techniques, aside from enhancing his pressing power. We'll talk later about Levan's chances of winning this match. Thank you, and please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can continue to create more and more of these technical and analytical videos.